Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a wonderful day yesterday, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. So, man, that yesterday, yay, so much fun. Um, we actually did get a lot done yesterday, which was great until I went and thought about it and realized I had made a lot of stupid mistakes. So, two things happened. First, I went back through and I changed some of the blueprints. I haven't put them out yet because I have to take up a lot of stuff. But whilst I was going back and forth between two save games and was essentially in and out of the lab, what wound up happening was I wound up breaking myself and losing all of my equipment and all of my items. So now I have to go run my happy ass out and kill myself via biters in order to get my stuff back again. Damn it. So, here we go. Eat me! Thank you. I don't need my corpse. My corpse had nothing on it. There we go. Now I've got my stuff back. Alrighty. So, yeah, exactly. There we go. That's how we're starting today off. Suicide. You know, a lot of people say suicide isn't the answer, but I think they're not asking the correct questions. So, anyway, so a couple of things that needed to be fixed. First of all, as I'm sitting here running my ass up here, what I am looking at is this area here. I realized last night I can actually push this elevated rail ramp up closer, which pushes this whole area back as well. And makes this just work a lot better. The other thing that I realized, let's see, that is the wrong one. Oh, nice. It's always fun when you get to like play with stuff. Oh, that's why I didn't do that. But actually, no, that's fine. That'll be fine. Okay, so the other thing that I'm doing is I need, essentially, let's just take all of this out. The reason being is because I messed up on the planning Oh, yeah. No, that is that is definitely going to be a while. But I have faith he'll be able to get it done. All right, let's knock out all this stuff. So, while I was working on thinking about this last night, one of the things that I concluded was that I don't need this to be a double-sided station. I only need it to be a single-sided station. Well, that's always good. Extra processing power is always a bonus. There we go. Now what I need to do is I take out my rails. And I need straight in there. And then I need to replace this with my roundabout. Is it that one? No, it's this one. I need to replace my roundabout. Okay, so running back over here, what we're going to do is let's get the generic one in there. And then we are going to pop in our new one, our new station. Now, what I decided with the new station was that I only needed to make it. I needed. Okay, I'll put it out first. We'll look at it when I do that. So the new station is way more compact and works for both copper and iron. The reason why that's important and what will wind up happening is that essentially, oh, I forgot to put. That's probably a good idea. That's something I'd absolutely do. Oh, Jesus, why do I have so little power right now? You're running. What's taking up all my power? Oh, it's the roboports. Okay, yeah, that'll even out. There we go. As they get charged up. All right, so the way that this now works, and I was so dumb when I was planning this. So initially, when I planned this, I had the whole thing. And the reason why is because I thought I needed all of that space. The reality is, one car comes in, dumps everything off, waits for whatever goes, waits until it's empty. Once it's empty, everything will go through and then come back out and fill up that one wagon again. That was one thing. I remember my dad always had backups of everything all the time, just for situations like that. Unfortunately, I've reached a point where I don't have the money to afford the drives necessary for all of the backing up that I would need to do. Like, one thing that I really need to do is overhaul my main drive because it's only a 128 gig SSD. But that was also, I got it back when Windows 7 was still a thing. And so that's one of those that has changed over time. But anyway, so looking at this, I'm out of roboports. Okay. One of the other things that I made sure of is that one side will be able to pull out the ore, and it doesn't matter whether it's copper or it's iron, because everything that goes in will then come back out. Fortunately, I have a lot of that moved off to a secondary drive. And I have, actually, no, I have that in multiple locations. I have a ridiculous drive setup. It's from like a lot of computers throughout the years have moved with me. So, all right. Next thing I need to do, drop those so that way I know where everything's at. That is going to look lovely. And essentially, I just wanted to make this more compact, and I have succeeded. So that means that I can drop these very easily in locations, and where I need to have, or if I want to have plates smelted somewhere nearby, I'll be able to do that. And, ooh, where did you come from? Or have you always been there? I don't remember. But in any event, the next thing I need to do is go ahead and we need to start migrating into utilizing our city. So that's what today is going to be about, is starting to actually build the city and utilize it. The next thing I need to do is also change this to my wrong about. There we go. Excellent. And then I can very easily, once I actually get the stuff that I need. Make sure I don't have any. Okay, good. They are off. Because again, I did have issues. And a lot of it, I think, was just swapping from save file to save file and then swapping from this to the lab and then back and forth. Because what I was doing was I was utilizing my creative save to test out certain aspects of the layout just to make sure that I had kind of a good idea of how I wanted it to work. And then was also testing to see if my nuclear reactor setup, the blueprint for that would fit. And it does actually mostly fit inside of the 3 stack. So it would mostly fit in an area like this, and it would be tileable. So I could easily do that. However, I need those. The other thing is that currently I don't have that. I don't have a setup for steel because steel is going to be a little bit different. If I remember correctly, I hope, that, and I need lights, need more belt stuff. And yeah, that should be good. Going on, you're fine. You have some more. Okay. One of the things that I need to start doing is also figuring out the blueprint for. Okay, we're good. Figuring out the blueprint for how I'm going to handle my item mall. Huh. Well, if you're happy with the performance of what you have now, I'd say go with that. And it also depends on price point, but that's personal preference at that point. There we go. And then, oh yeah, I was going to need. I need. You know, I actually had. Do I still have? No, I think I wound up replacing it. I used to have a Samsung SSD, like just a regular SSD, and that thing lasted for quite a while. I think the reason why I swapped it out is because it was on the small side, though, compared to where I was going with my computer. Huh. That's weird. I need belts. Lots of belts. There we go. Well, again, it really just comes down to where you need them and what you need them for. Gotcha. Yeah, and that's fair. Yeah. That's right. I remember how I was going to do this. I have to. Okay. Now what I need is. That's fine. We'll just fix that in post. There we go. Okay. Now that's the for an SSD. Oh yeah, no, that is an amazing price. I think that was when I put this computer together. I think that's about a little bit less than what I originally paid for the one that I have now. So yeah, that is actually pretty good. I need to do. Ooh, I need to do a 5 to 4. Yeah, because I've got 5 here. And I royally misplaced that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh, that sucks. I hate it when companies get rid of their community license. I mean, I understand companies are like, "Oh, we want to make money," but still, it's like, come on, man. But it is also nice when you get to find alternatives. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other sometimes. There we go. Now everybody's going the way that I want them to. That was one thing I never really got into, though, even when I was doing Geek Squad stuff, was messing around with VMware or virtual machines in general. I probably should have, but it was just never something that really got me going, got my juices going, so to speak. They should. That's total bullshit. What company decides that they really want to shoot themselves in the foot that way? Like, what the heck? I don't. Between 2018 and 2024, so for like the past 6 years, companies have been making the dumbest decisions possible when it comes to making money. It's like, we're obviously making good money, and if we just incrementally change things a little bit, we'd probably be making more money. But instead, we really, really hate actually being successful. So we're just going to go ahead and stab ourselves in the dick. That's basically what that turns into. Yeah. And it's not even that. It's like, okay, you sell the one thing for $1,000 profit, and then you never get to sell anything ever again. Or you sell 1,000 things for $1 profit, and you get to keep selling stuff over and over again. So you keep selling 1,000 things. Which would you prefer? And that's kind of the weird dilemma that a lot of these companies put themselves in for no good reason. Just all of a sudden they wake up and decide, you know what? We're making too much money, so we're going to screw ourselves. Okay. So that is the start of our little loop here. I need to... excuse me. I have 32. I need more. I need a total of 48 of the electric furnaces. This is absolutely also going to murder my power grid once they get started. Just need a few more. Oh. I hate it when the bottom of my foot itches. Okay. I also was going to be working on that, but it's not as important right now. What is I need more of those. And then I kind of want to move my water. I want to move my power plant up here, I think. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of these things I need to move. One of the other things that I need to figure out is going to be the blueprint for a refueling station. Because that's absolutely going to be necessary. And the other question is, what type of fuel am I going to go with? Okay, that should be good. Well, not yet. I haven't gotten to the point where I actually have any trains running, but that is the direction that I'm going to wind up going. That's what all of this is going to be about. Now, as far as refueling, yes, I have used the interrupts for that. We did that on the last playthrough. Do I have anything important in here? No. Okay. Do I need? Oh yeah, a few more of the. That's 2. I was sworn I picked up more than that, but I guess not. Okay. Is that just down too far? No, that's fine. I'm almost tempted to take some of the. That wouldn't work. Let's see. Ooh, automation is almost done. Yay. I need my turrets and ammunition. Ooh, I need a lot more turrets than that. Is it really an upgrade then? If you're not increasing storage or speed, what are you upgrading at that point? Yay, automation 3 is done. Now we're up to uranium mining. I mean, that's a bit of a difference. Now, it also depends on what it winds up getting used for. That's, I think, the other important factor is what is his normal day-to-day routine? Is it a lot of gaming? Is it more videos? You know, is it like what's the normal activity? And that starts to dictate what drive speed winds up helping with. That just the video card upgrade alone is enough. I know if I was going from this 1070 to even a 2070, I would see a huge increase in performance compared to what I'm used to, at least on the games that I normally play. I gotta wait for. You need to do that, buddy. That's like the first thing I do. Now, I will say, when I get an upgraded video card, because eventually I'm going to somehow, but when I get an upgraded video card, one of the things that I want to try first is to see how well my computer handles VR again. That's okay, fair point. But one of the things that's kind of strangely enough held me back is from doing a lot of VR. Aside from the fact that I only have a Quest, no, I have a Quest 2, is that my video card just isn't that great. It's done well enough, but it could be better. There we go. That's looking better. And I need... Oh, damn. I need to take this up north, and I need to get this stuff here. 3.1 million and 12 million. Both of those are phenomenal. The only thing, of course, is clearing out the nests around it. But that won't be too difficult. And then just setting up the fueling station. Which I could probably do fueling over here, I think. So, not that one, this one. So I could probably put this like right here. And then just use this for a quick fueling station. And it really wouldn't be too difficult. There we go. And then we just gotta wait for all these roboports to finish charging. And then we'll just name you to RF. And then what I can do for RF is actually have it use filters for right now. Solid fuel. And, I don't want to pull out anything that's going to be important. And then there. And that's all connected. Awesome. So I will be able to run trains into here, both to unload and to load. Oh, I need Shazbot. There we go. I'm actually really, really stoked for how this is all going to work out. I'm really happy with how the layout is coming along. Let's also clear out all of this. Thank you. It was in the way. And then pretty soon here, be done for a little bit with research. That'll give me enough time to start stockpiling stuff again and start with the with more construction work. Yes, I know you have no power. Okay, there. Now you have power. Now what I should probably do is take... Oh no, because I don't have part of what I need. I do need to move this though, as it is unfortunately in the way. And more chemical plants. Pipes and underground pipes. Need more of those. Radar dishes. There they are. Awesome. Oh, there you go. It's always nice when you have like a little extra you can spend on it that isn't your money. There we go. That should be awesome. That is the last of the electric furnaces that I'm going to need for this setup. Do I have any more? Those. Let's grab that. Awesome. And I am just going to let... Awesome. And I imagine, given your situation with, you know, being a nerd and all, that you have ample reasons to spend lots of money on cool tech stuff when you have the opportunity. And there. Yes. Okay. That is... doing on power. Oof, pushing it. Is there anything I need to research at the moment? No. Okay. And that's true for a lot of things, unfortunately. The price of a lot of things has outpaced the job or the pay scale for a lot of jobs. That just is the unfortunate reality of today's economy. And there we go. That is now a fully connected rail network, or at least a circle of one. So I will be able to... That's fair. Well, and that's one of those things that, strangely enough, being flat broke has really helped me kind of curtail my desire for things. And I spend less time wanting stuff and more time just, you know, utilizing and appreciating what I have. And so when I go to make financial decisions, I start looking at those decisions differently. As in, is this necessary and will this benefit me in the long run? And if it won't, then I don't bother. If it does give me some sort of financial benefit in the long term, or I can utilize it as a financial benefit, then I go ahead and start looking at, okay, now do I want this? Like a lot of my game purchases have been that way, with a few exceptions. Kill them all. There we go. I just realized I don't have any repair packs on me either. Well, this is sad. But I need to take out. I need to take out this nest and this nest. And I don't know what else is out here, so that's going to be fun. And then I want to set up. Yeah, I'll probably want to go ahead and set up a mine here for iron to start off with. I can probably do a mine here for copper. Ow. As I would like to, my goal for today, my end goal for today, is to at least have a mine or two up and running, one for copper, one for iron, so that I can go ahead and bring stuff in. I want to make sure that I have some sort of refueling station. In fact, where do I have my fuels? Down here? Here's stone. What I'm contemplating is I could that that sort of, and then I could probably yeah, that'll work. What I should also do is come up with a template so that I can have um, terminating stations. So, say for instance, I have something along here, like I want to just end this line or this branch. I could put a station here if it's near any resources or if it's near part of the base or something like that. Could even come up with some sort of, terminating roundabout so that trains can just use that as a U-turn point. But let's come down here. Wow, I'm actually surprised. How this is going. Mostly because I don't have enough light oil. So light oil, we are going to convert you with a little bit of space given to it. let's do this. Okay. Whoops. No, I just need that one. Okay, there we go. Oh, that is... not necessarily a problem. But definitely a solution waiting to happen. There we go. There. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's going to be the fun part. That's the only issue, although that shouldn't be a problem because all they'll have to do is come around, roundabout, out, and in. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. That's right. I was going to move this back a little bit so that way. Oh, well. This will be fine. All right. So essentially, what I need to do is not connected to rail. Yes, I know. You are going to be load and solid fuel. Let's go grab some more rails. And then the fun part will be going through and cleaning up a lot of this stuff as well. And just getting it to a point where it actually functions the way that it's supposed to. What I might do is actually steal these. And where's my rails? There's a whole bunch of rails. I need more of you. Stone furnaces and pipes. And pretty sure I'm bringing stone up from somewhere, but probably just be easier to do it by hand. Oh, good. I am making these. Ah, oh my God. Sometimes, Cruz, you are actually smart. Sometimes. Not always. Sometimes. Let's grab some of those and some of those. There we go. Oh, man. All right. What I want to do is I grabbed a whole bunch of the productivity modules. We are just going to slam them into the electric furnaces here. And hopefully that will get us a little extra steel plate. Not a lot, but a little extra. And then stone brick and steel plate for those. Which honestly, I could just use furnaces. It wouldn't matter. There we are. And then I don't, these don't have to be steel furnaces. In fact, really doesn't matter if they are. Okay. Next up, I need a whole lot of iron plates. I just so happen to have a whole lot of iron plates right there. How many of these do I need? I need 24. 3, 4, 5. Take a second to go through that. Pushing cloud is pushing east, so I need to go clean up east first. Specifically this area in here. And then this. And that. Little bit of this, little bit of that, little bit of this. I also have 700,000 iron right there. I could go ahead and snag. Now, the thing about the way that I am setting up City Block is that I am not going for density of construction at the moment. I could. That wouldn't be overly difficult. But given the circumstances of what I am constructing for right now, I don't need it to be hyper dense. Uh, Mostly just because I need to get the machine started, so to speak. Once all of the smaller components get in place, then I can go ahead and start looking at uh, huh. Um, but then I can go ahead and start looking at filling in more of these squares with actual stuff. Yeah, right now. A lot of the rail is just there, which I'm fine with. Ooh, and I need a whole bunch of these. There we go. That should help with some extra power. Alrighty. So let's go clear. Let's go start clearing some stuff. As I have a feeling I'm going to need to. Before I go, let's check what ammo I have. What more ammo I have. Bring that with. Then we will set up our first mine for city blocks. Okay, 1200 ought to do. I don't need 2 pistols. Really don't. Get in there. That off. Drop this off. Okay. Let's go do our thing. This really is the only thing about Factorio that's a little bit tedious is dealing with biters. And I know I could turn them off. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure there's like one or two more you could deal with. There we go. And let's grab these. Awesome. All right, I guess I'll allow it. You can take a break for now. And need to come up north and take care of those. Yeah, it's one of those, it's like there's so much that you want to get done, but then you have to wait for other things to finish first. And it gets kind of frustrating sometimes. Dude, go get some sleep. Jesus, man. It's okay to sleep. Hell, I actually slept quite a bit yesterday. Like let's see. I didn't take my usual afternoon nap. No, yes I did. Cuz I laid down probably about 3:30 and then I didn't wake up until 8:30 in the evening. Was up for a little while and then I went back to sleep. Oh, gotcha. Okay, fair. Like that was always one of the frustrating things about working third shift is that I'd work third shift and then be just absolutely exhausted. But there was always stuff that I needed to do during the day or that other people wanted me to do during the day. And it's like, but I need to sleep. Oh, awesome. Well, hopefully that goes well. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. There we go. And how are we doing? Okay, that's not too bad. Up north is fine. Some really good ore patches out here. I kind of wish that I had gone with a rail world, but this will be fine. Like the only reason why I would go rail world is because of the fact that it does push the ore patches out further or farther. Other than that, though, yeah, that's probably what I should have done, but oh well, here we are. It is what it is. All right. So what I want is, let's go ahead, get this rail line put in so that way I can start doing the fuel. Hi, Brockstar. Have a good one, buddy. Stay out of trouble. Or don't. I don't care. And then I need more rails, which I have plenty. How we doing on? Need more of you guys. Stations, I'm good on. Need cars. Wagons. There we go. And then I think that's mostly it. And then just more of those guys. And we're good. Let's go. And right now it's just letting that stuff build up. Okay. Let's get the station in place. Station. I swear it smells like somebody smoking pot outside. Bastards. How dare they and not share? Is that what that is? It's hard to tell. Ooh, I should have grabbed some more of my large. There we go. But some more of the large power poles. And we'll just run on down here. And what I want to do is let's clear this out. We can grab several of these. And let's just do 4. I really don't think I need more than that. Again, we buffer. And yeah, I think I'll set it up so that the train that actually handles the refueling will be able to also itself get refueled. There. There we go. Apparently, I also need to go grab some more pipes. I have plenty of underground pipes. I just don't have enough regular pipes. I don't have any regular pipes. And where are they at? They are up here. As well as power poles. What do I have you set to 100? Okay. And then I don't have any pumps, so I'm probably going to want some of those. Grab some more ammo. Yeah, it's just steel at this point that I am missing out on, but it seems like I am actually starting to make more of it. So that's good. All right, what I want to do is I want to run this that way. And we'll run you out this way. And whoops. There we go. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. And there we go. We are now producing. We should be producing solid fuel. Why are we not? Oh, because I don't have that connected because I'm an idiot. There we go. We are now producing solid fuel. So, this is where things are going to get fun. And the reason being, why are those flashing? Oh, I know why. I need to fix that. Is there we go. That'll work. So the big thing that I am looking at and what is going to contribute heavily to the success of this entire endeavor is the ability to set up the rail network to handle essentially everything that I'm going to be throwing at it. So the first thing is that I'm going to need an interrupt for refueling. This interrupt will be fuel for all locomotives is less than, let's say, 20. So if I'm under 20 fuel, then go to refuel, fuel, all locomotives, full fuel. That'll be our refueling interrupt. And then add station, staging. Just sit there. Yeah. Is basically how that's going to work. And how full are you? Okay, you're doing all right. What we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's actually get rid of staging, and we're going to go to refuel. I also am getting a chance to make sure that this is all going to work. And it looks like it is. Awesome. Good. It did take the one that I wanted it to. Why are you not? There we go. Because I wanted it to empty itself. I could probably, oops. I could probably put in one or two more stations here easily. Just so that way I could run multiple trains through here without any issue. But more so, let's add in a couple of stops. So that way, if I need to, I can stockpile a couple of trains and they will be good. All right, the next thing is, hey, what's up, Kintar? How you doing? Yeah, fair enough. There we are. Okay, so first train is set up and ready to go. What I want to do is, do I have some radar? I do. Awesome. Okay. So what I want is okay. How much is in there? 553. Okay. Do I have? Don't have any. That's going to be a problem. I need to make some. I need to start setting up my circuit network so that I can handle some of my requests. Run in, run in, run in. And come on. So slow. I do have one. Oh, snap. That's almost empty. That makes me happy, actually. Let's clean this up real quick. I have... All I need are some copper plates. Like I have right there. You need advanced circuits, which I have some right here. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Let's use arithmetic, decider, selector, and constant. I also need... No, I've got enough. Then... Ooh, I should probably also, whilst I am at it... Oh, you had... Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. You still needed those. Okay, but I don't need that. And I don't need all of this. Cool. Good, all of our combinators are done. All right, so this is going to be very new for me. This is very new in the way that I have never done anything like this before, so I don't know exactly what I'm setting up here. Yay, learning experience. You know, I need to go ahead and there. And I'm pretty sure I want to make you part of STD trains. That's not STD as in sexually transmitted disease. That's standard. Get your minds out the gutter. All right. So, first things first, we're going to go ahead and we are going to plop down our radar here. And this is so with the 2.0/space age update, what they added was the ability to run wires into radar and then use radar in order to wirelessly transmit signals. So what this allows for is being able to set up your logistics network off of these. So what I want is I want to set this up so that if this... Actually, no. I need to set it up so that it sends a signal. So what I will do is I will take this. Okay. If I have less than 1,000, then I need to send out oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't I just now hit the dreadnought this morning. So we'll kind of wait and see. Like I was running through that, I got to Dreadnought Part 2 this morning before I had to do this. Okay, so I need to send out. I want to send out a specific signal. Or a set of signals. Because I want it. I want to send out. Oh, I wonder. Oh, no. You. Okay. If solid fuel is less than 1,000, output train stop? Um, no. Shazbot. um, I want to send out. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't want to enable or disable. I just need to know the train stop itself, what its number is. Where'd you come from? Okay. So I think instead what I need is shoot. Hmm. This is no. I want to output a number. I want to output a specific number. Maybe what I should do is do a constant combinator instead. Or what's the selector give me? Um, no. Let's do train and then now. Shazbot. This is well, so what I'm doing with the city blocks is I'm trying to set it up so that it's more so I don't have trains sitting at stations all the time. I want to set it up so that if there is if there's a call for, let's say, iron, I need more iron somewhere, it will send a signal out to send a train to go collect iron ore to bring it to go to the furnace array, then take that iron, take the iron plates to where they need to go. And that's what I'm trying to set up and what I'm trying to figure out. Well, let's go kill this nest real quick because it's way too close for my comfort. Like, way too close. Wow. Those are some super biters or some super spitters. There we go. Jesus. That wiped out our ammo count, that's for certain. It was a good thing I did that, though. They were a little close for comfort. All right, what's our... Yeah, let's do a little bit of research there. Those are graboids. There you go. Okay. So part of the problem is that I need to be able to send a signal for a specific stop. Now, I don't know. I don't know how to set this with a specific ID. And that is part of my issue. How to interrupt. Refill fueling. that is count. So I need to send out a signal. When solid fuel is less than, let's say, 1,000, then output signal, say, send to, no, not send to train. Read. Circuit network 64. No. I kind of wish I could set the name of the stop from the circuit network. If I could set the name, then it would be much easier to look for a name or set it to a particular thing. So let's say set it to 0 and 1. Okay. So if circuit condition zero equals 1, go to item count, cargo, equals 1,000. Then we go to RF, item count, actually empty cargo. And then okay. Let's see if that worked. Now, the problem is, will this sit here and send like every single train, or will it just pick one and go from there? I'll probably want to make sure that it's not sending a bunch of trains. So I'll just make sure that it stops the signal once a train has been dispatched. So once this hits 1,000, which should be pretty quick, and that way I won't completely fill the station, because each one of these can fit a lot. Each one of these is stack size is 50 times 10, that's 500. So yeah, it'll be basically 2 rows of this. So it shouldn't fill the entire thing. And then once it finishes, it'll clear out the temporary stops and then go back to staging and wait. And we're almost there. It's a little slow right now. Ah, there we go. Okay, and now the fun part will be figuring out to make sure that I don't have another train behind it. But I only have the one running right now, so. So I think what I might do is actually add a second rail here, specifically just for being able to drop off. Yeah, being able to bring in and drop off fuel. I think that's the direction I'm going to have to go in with this. We're almost done, and I just want to make sure that this goes back to staging after it's done. And we are now over. Okay. I think what I'll do is. There we go, and it should just go right back to staging. Which it does, and then it'll sit there and wait. Awesome. Okay. So that mostly worked. That's the important part. Let's move you there to give myself a little bit of room here. I want to disconnect from there. Add condition. And let's also make sure read train count, set priority. Train limit should just be 1. Okay, reads the number of trains. 10,000. It's over 9,000. Reads the number of trains going to this particular train stop, includes the stopped train. So that'll be count. So as long as count is less than 1, so if count is less than 1, which means no trains are going here, or no trains have it as a stop, and we're under 1,000. So let's. Okay, and that train has been sent. Both of those are still correct. Ooh. that could wind up being a problem because it may sit there and try to send more trains. I think with the... Oh, wow, I am full. That's okay. I can put some of this back. I'm thinking with the or with the selector combinator. Count, stack size. I know there is a way to set, or at least to grab specific information from train stops, I think. So that I can actually set a train ID. I think. This is definitely way above my pay grade, though. This is well beyond what I normally do. So I should... What if... What if I set it so that it's... Wow. Not sure I could do that effectively. Because I gotta be careful with that. I don't know. That one's gonna be kind of rough. Anyway, let's go ahead and I want to get one of these mines started. It's just a lot of iron ore. That one's fairly close, but surrounded. This one probably wouldn't be too bad. I'm just worried about having enough ammunition to clear it out. What I might do tonight, later today, well after the stream, is actually go through and study the circuit networks and see what they are capable of in terms of trains. I know that there is the Train Logistics Network mod that does a lot of what I might be looking for. Because really what I'm looking for is being able to say, give me this train. This train is important until it goes back to the staging area. So I need to know what that train's ID is as I send it out. And look at here. Actually have stuff kind of stockpiling for a little bit. Let's see. Ammunition, where you at? You know what I ought to do? We'll just do it like that. How am I doing on... Oh, goody. There we go. Alrighty. So I want to. I'm doing on rails. I'm going to need more rails. Need more of those. Those. Oh, and I'm full. Okay. Man, I'm not used to actually having a tiny inventory. I'm used to actually having plenty of room to store stuff. Probably also doesn't help that I have a bunch of crap in here that I don't need. How are you doing on wood? You're fine. How about you? Go. Off the iron circuits. Okay. And oh yeah, I was going to grab you. All right. So what I'm looking at is a little bit more difficult than I thought. Now, I know that trains have an ID. So if I look at this one, it doesn't actually. Oh yeah, locomotive Rayu Zenfold. So it does actually have an ID. Train ID is 29. Let's look something up real quick. Factorio. Train ID. Circuit network. Okay, when you connect a train station to a circuit network, you can set the checkbox to transmit train ID, decide what signal to use, T by default. If a train arrives to the station and the relevant checkbox is set, the station generates a circuit signal with a non-zero value. This value is generated for as long as the train stays on the station. All other time a zero value is generated. You can use this to detect that the train has arrived and what train specifically. Each train is assigned a unique numeric ID, which is always a positive integer. You cannot change train's ID, unfortunately, so you have to read the assigned train's IDs and work with them. Okay. So essentially, what I need to do is figure out how to assign. Read the stopped train, which is 29. Okay. Okay, so I need to then figure out I need to send just that train, and I need to know just that train is the one that got sent. I need to create a toggle circuit of some sort. Okay, let's look at the arithmetic input train. Plus no. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Let's go clear the nest, and I can start getting the next phase of this started. It's going to take me a little bit to figure this out because the combinators and all of this stuff is not new to me. It's just not something that I've used a lot of so far. Specifically, I was using some of them very sparingly for what is it? For the spaceships when I was doing that stuff earlier on the last playthrough. Crikey. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. Just make sure there's nothing else out here. Okay, we're good. All right, so there's a couple of changes that I want to make to my blueprints. Let's open up my rail blueprints. I want to get rid of these sort of spokes here. They are, for the most part, pointless. Okay. They're not serving too much purpose other than being redundant and also kind of being wasteful. I don't particularly need them. Okay. Let's get rid of, whoops. Don't need that or that. Okay, there we go. Was about to start getting rid of some of my concrete. Don't want that. There we go. Save blueprint. I do like the fact that it is easy to administrate blueprints like this. To make certain changes, like I don't need this particular item to be here anymore, that sort of thing. Staging is taken care of. I'm not going to do it to that. I will go ahead and clean this one up, though. There we go. That should be a bit better. And then let's also clean up these templates. Because again, I've got the inside ones, inside towers still there. So the entire thing is still connected. And it gets connected through the quads, which is the important part. These I was hoping would be a little less obtrusive. Unfortunately, they just seem to be in the way a whole lot. And then let's get rid of. There we go. Awesome. Excellent. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to bring up vertical. Let's actually come down here so I can see what's going on. Wait, is that? Oh no, that's okay. One more there. Excellent. And then probably fit the loading station in there. Oh yeah, I didn't do the loading station. Don't need those or these. That should be good. And just have to put this back down again real quick so that way I can get the proper blueprint in place. And there we go. Excellent. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we'll get these rails in place. Yeah, definitely starting to reach the point where I need to invest in better power. All right. And I want... Let's do the double here. And double there. That'll look good. All right. Now, let's run back up here and set up our first iron mine for the city. Now, of course, I don't have anything that I'm doing with this iron yet. In fact, tomorrow is probably the day that I will go ahead and we'll put together the blueprints for that. All right, and I want to go... Let's bring it up north, and then I can run it. Awesome. And yeah, we'll stick with super compact. Oh, wow. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. Basically, I've got a 9 into 2. Or I guess I could do 9 into 4. Or 6. Actually, 6 should probably work better. Yeah, 9 into 6. And then you will be... Load... Iron ore. And I need to collect some more belt stuff. Let's do 9 into 6. This is going to be fun. And downgrade to red belts. Jesus. That is something. There we are. And I can go ahead and empty that out. Awesome. Gonna need more underground belts, methinks. However, excellent. There we go. So I just need more underground belts, more miners, electric miners. It will be good. And I can start filling this up. And it will be fantabulous. Awesome. Okay, what is it? What are we at? All right. Yeah, where is... Okay, all that stuff is in place, and that's fine. Ooh. Stupid rock. Mostly stupid human. Now it's going to be really fun seeing how I can... That. How I will be able to get all of this stuff moved around, because the way that I currently have it set up is that a train will come in with ore, it'll dump all of its ore, all of the ore will then come back out and get loaded up as plates back into the train. The train will then take it to where it needs to go. That's the plan. The reality is, I don't know yet. So we will have to see. Now, the other possibility is selector. What if I set you to T? Oh. Yeah, okay, there we go. So basically what I would do is that I would run all of the train IDs into the decider or into the selector. The selector would then output which train to send. And yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. That makes sense. What was I looking? Oh yeah, the electric miners and underground belts. Actually, just more belts in general. Give me those. Give me those. We're good on splitters though. Okay, cool. All right, so what I need to do. is I need to... Let's see, how would I do the train selector? Like, I know how I can select the train. Now I have to add it to... the interrupts. Um, okay. Because I want it to select a train from the list that's there. And then once it has selected one, it needs to send it out. Don't need that. Index T29. Okay, index is 29. Assign group. How much fuel do you have? 24. Okay. Go refuel. Let's also... there. So I can send them out a little bit faster. Yeah. Right, which is where you're supposed to go. Okay, cool. And then it should, once it finishes... once I wind up fixing it, you'll give me that. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Give me this. I have 2 left. Sad day. Okay, so I now have 2 trains that are available. Hmm. I'm still not yet sure how I'm going to get the trains out there and ID them correctly. There we go. house here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just not sure yet how that's supposed to work. So I'm gonna have to do some research on that so that I can actually like better understand how the logistics of that is supposed to work. Because the way I'm understanding it is that if I send out a signal, it's entirely possible that it will attempt to send multiple trains. Let's run back and let's try that. Let's see what happens if I have because the other thing that I'm thinking of is well actually okay, let's break this down. So the signal comes in. Uh, 0 is greater than 0. And let's call it S for cent is greater than 0. Then output solid fuel 1. Okay, so T is 61. And okay, refill refueling. Nope, that's just not making sense in my head. There's a way I need to be able to do this, and there's a way that I should be able to do this, but I am too dumb to figure it out. It's basically what's happening. And I just cannot for the life of me understand it at the moment. So we'll fix that. What I need to know is essentially writing it like a function. A request is coming in. So I'm calling the function for sending a train. In order to call that function, I need to send. I call the function, and we'll just call this. Let's see. Give me that. God, that's bright. Okay, let me swap to that real quick. Okay. So, and apologies for how bright this is, but essentially, we're just going to call this send train. What I need to do is um, send train. Signal as train stop. You can tell I program in BASIC. Let's see. Okay, so send train, signal as train stop. So I need to send it the train stop. So I'll have to find, first of all, I need either the integer as train stop. Okay, so, and then I need to know the train that I'm sending. So I need Okay, first of all, I was going to try this. So let's do this. And it did send both. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that sent 2 trains when I only needed it to send 1. So yeah, I don't know how to fix that. That annoys me. Shoot. I need to receive the signal. Signal is 0. If 0 is 1, if the 0 equals 1, operation signal is 1. Index, train, select input. Okay, I need. How does this work? How do I use the selector? Perform sorting operation on circuit network signals. But how do I use it? That's that's what I need to know. Is how do I use it? Okay, so T is 29. Because that's all fine and dandy, but how do I actually apply Factorio? It's the selector combinator. Selector combinator is part of the circuit network and one of 4 types of combinators available in the game. It has 4 different modes of operation, or 7 with space age enabled, to filter out various signals from an input wire. The selector combinator can select a signal to output from one of the following modes of operation. Select input. Passes through the largest or smallest value input signal to the output, depending on the order and index signal. If descending is selected, the combinator will pass through the signal with the largest value. If ascending is selected, the combinator will pass through the smallest signal. By default, the index value is set to a constant of 0. Setting this to 1 will make the combinator pass through the second largest or second smallest input. Increasing the index further will cause it to pass through the third, and so on. If the combinator only has one input signal, changing the index value will make no difference. The combinator will count and output the number of unique inputs on the selected signal. The value of the input signals is not considered. That's count inputs. Okay. That's... wow, okay. It's getting out into some weeds for me. Shazbot. Okay. Okay. I'm just not... Okay. I don't know. At the moment, my brain is just not handling this. I think this is going to be a shorter one today because I need to sit down and kind of plot out what I am going to need to do. However, the good news is that we at least have portions of our city started. The biggest thing that I'm going to run into is just figuring out how to set up the signals to handle the trains. So that is going to be a rough one. And I'll have to look at some options. I could have it so that I have a set of trains and staging areas per item type. I don't really know. So that's something that I'm going to have to look into. And I'll also want to look at the interrupts as well. So yeah, I've got some work cut out for me, got some homework cut out for me, and I want to look into that. So that'll be fun. I'm going to have to start brushing up on my electrical engineering. Yay. Anyway, though, it's a pretty good start. We got some stuff done. We got some clearing done. We're starting to make some headway on the city. Got our blueprints kind of refined and looking a little bit better. And so we're going somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we're going there. Other than that, though, that is going to be it for today. As always, thank you all for joining me on these misadventures. So glad to have you guys along for the ride. You all have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble. And remember, if you get caught, I don't know you. I will catch you guys tomorrow.